What's up, guys? Mardi Gras Man 23 here, and today we're gonna do a little video. It's kind of something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And now that I'm doing a little bit of organizing, I came across this set. This is set 76035 Jokerland. Now I bought this off of eBay a while back. I got a pretty good price on it. Oh, it's probably been 6 or 8 months. And when I knew it wasn't complete. But I started building it to see how bad it was, and I got to a point where it was time to stop building it and do a parts inventory. So I set it off to the side, and it's been sitting in a box for a long time. So I decided to get it out, go through this whole bag of parts, separate them out, do an inventory, and see what we're missing. So I figured it would be a good time to show you guys how to do that. And if you didn't know how, let's do a little tutorial. So what we're going to do is, first thing we're going to do is we're going to add all those parts to my wanted list, which I'll show you in just a second. Then after I do that, I'm going to sort all these parts out. I'm going to print a list, which I've actually already done. I'm going to print the list, then I'm going to go by, check off everything, then go back into my wanted list, check out everything that I have, and that's going to leave me with an actual true wanted list to complete this set. So if you're interested in a little tutorial, stick around. We'll show you what I do. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is you got to create a wanted list. So we're going to go right here, type in Jokerland. And the set will come up, and then we're going to click right here. And then we're going to, you have a couple options. If you hit right here and you put add to my wanted list, it's going to add the set. So we want to part it out, which means we're going to add all the parts to a wanted list. So then, see right here, you have the sets. So what we want to do is we want all this right here. So we want to include all the parts, the minifigs. We don't need the instructions, so we'll take off the books because I have that. But if you needed the instructions, you would click right there. I'm sorry, not the instructions. That's the little comic book insert that comes with it. That's the instructions, but we don't need that. And if you didn't want the minifigs, you could click that and take the minifigs out. If you wanted to do the minifig parts, you could take that off and you could piece the minifigs together too, but we're not going to do that. Then we're going to go down here, we're going to hit submit for edit. Oh, we forgot to do a name, right? So you can right here, I can add it to any of mine that I already have, or I can create a new one. Now you see right here, Jokerland, I actually already have done it, so I'm going to skip this part, but you would hit submit for edit, and then it would just add you a new wanted list. So now that you got the wanted list, we are going to start sorting those parts out. After we sort out the parts, then we're going to check them all off, which you can print a list too if you wanted to. Let's look for the set. And then we're going to click Jokerland. And then we're going to consist of 1,000 parts. So then see, here's the part list. So that's all the parts that are in it. And then we're going to get down to the bottom. And we're going to view a printer-friendly version of this with temporary checkboxes. And then, so now you have this. Now you want to tell your computer to print this. So you can either hit the little print icon way over here, or you can go in your functions and print it, however you want to do it. So that would be your list. So that's what I did. I printed this list. All right, guys. So I've just painstakingly went through this, all the pieces, separated them by color. For the most part, I have all the like items together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my list of all the parts and I'm going to check off what I have. Now I know I'm not missing that many pieces from this set, and I could have skipped printing this 40-page list of parts, but I just did it anyway. So now I'm going to go through one part. I'm going to go down the list, find the parts, check them off, and put them in my baggie. And then we'll talk some more. Okay, now as you can see, all the parts are back in the bag. So I separated them. Now I mixed them back up. And I've got my checklist right here. So everything I have is highlighted. And everything I'm missing, you see there, that's what I'm missing. And it's not as bad as it looks. It just seems like there's a handful of pieces. So now what I'm gonna do, this is probably gonna be shaky cam, is I'm gonna go into my Bricklink wanted list. You can see that right there. So what I did was I added the parts from that set, the Jokerland set, to a wanted list, and I created a new wanted list called Jokerland. So now everything that's in that set is in my wanted list. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go adjust my wanted list. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go delete everything that I have. So for example, I have the Batman, I have the Joker, and I have the Penguin. And then we'll get to the parts. So I have that. So I'm going to go through everything that I have, and I'm going to put a check on it. And then when I get done with each page, or every so often, I'm going to hit delete, and it's going to delete. So see, it just took those 6 items out. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to check off everything that I have, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to edit this to what we actually need. Okay guys, so now I'm in my wanted list and I've got this thing down. You see it right here, it's 3 pages. When I started, it was either 25 or 26 pages. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit, and what I'm going to do is, if you hit right here where it says want and have, well, when you get down to some of these parts, like for instance this, I'm only missing one. So I'm going to click the have box. Now you see everything has an option. So I'm going to change this to I have 2. The next one, I have 1. The next one, I have 3. So you see, I can go through now and edit it, and then when I get done, I'm going to have a true wanted list of how many pieces I'm missing. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so when you get down to the bottom of each page, you want to make sure you save changes. I forgot to mention that. So now that's done. So we're going to click up here to, I'm going to go back to my wanted list and go back to Jokerland. And now you can see, here's my actual wanted list. See this? I need this part. I have 3 of them, which means I only need 1. And if you guys know how to shop your wanted list, you can, there's several ways you can do it. You can either select down here and you can go buy a certain part, or you can hit buy all right now. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell you, it's going to give you a list of stores right here. So it's going to list by unique lot. So a lot is each piece that you're missing, each different piece. So they have 68 different parts that I need in this one store. But before I do that, I would actually dig through my personal collection, then I would check my own store. But you could go right here and you could see, you know, if you select this store right here, you just hit select. I mean, it'll show you all the parts that store has and the prices. And the thing you have to do is you don't want to automatically go to this store, because he may have the most different pieces, but yet some of his pieces might be priced sky high. So you still have to do a little shopping around. But so that's how you do it. And then you go and you just make a few Bricklink orders, and next thing you know, you've got a complete set. Alright guys, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that helps. Like I said, if you know different ways or shortcuts that I don't know or that I didn't include, leave me some comments below and help me. As I'm trying to help you, you can help me. So that's all for this one, guys. Really appreciate all the support. As always, thanks for watching. You can check out my Bricklink store at Mardi Gras Bricks. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and until the next time, we'll see you again.